my face, what a beautiful sunburn. I spent my good days, now it's time for the bad ones. I'm trying hard, think I'm making progress, but it takes so long to have anything to show for it. I need a job, applying all around. I'll turn my mind off for money and not have to think right now, 'cause I miss you. You've treated me badly, though I've lost all sense of my sense of morality. Let things be. Let the waves wash the rocks and the sand of the sea. And it's easy to wanna die, but I'm glad that I'm holding on. Can still taste the beer on my breath. What a horrible hangover. It's been there since the night you left. Wish we could learn not to love each other, but that's the one thing we always were good at, and it's making this so much harder. Just a short trip to get down the block, just a few months to get through the summer, and blow the ashes off the table, let them float through November air. Stay sober through the winter and let go of another year, or as many more as you need to, until you're missing times that have passed by. And just for a moment you'll know you've made it, with a hug from a friend or the let out of a sigh. I'll let things be. The rain in the springtime, the cars on the street glistening like they soon will again, in the sun and the breeze. And you and me, we will be fine. Not try to grab what is gone. And it's easy to wanna die, but I'm glad that I'm holding on. Thank you. We're working on this album since the beginning of the summer, and that's gonna be first song on it if I ever end up finishing it. This one's a traditional folk song that, much like many traditional folk songs, is done by like everyone cool, and has a lot of different versions. Mine's kind of based on like an old Appalachian banjo player, Doc Boggs, who was a banjo player and a miner, which I just think is a good combo. And it's also kind of based on a Doc Watson version. It's called Red Rockin' Chair, or like Sugar Babe, or lots of different titles. Pull back the curtain, let me see the sun. It's been like a long rainy day. Slaving I try, but you grumble and you cry, and we just can't live together this old way. Lord, Lord, just can't live together this old way. Got no use for the red rocking chair. Got no sugar baby now. Ain't got no use for the red rocking chair. Got no honey baby now. Search in the shade, gave you every dime I made. What can a poor boy do? Work all the day and you throw it all away, and we just can't make a living for you. Lord, Lord, just can't make a living for you. Ain't got no use for the red rocking chair. Got no sugar baby now. Since she's been gone, Lord, I sing this lonesome song. Ain't got no one to rock the cradle for me now. Sitting at the harbor, watch the morning sunrise as it paints over slowly my bitter eyes. And she's up the hill a few blocks over and waiting in line. Coffee'll take a minute, but we've got lots of time. This traveling never seems to get us anywhere. Long past the days of new friends, laughter swimming in the air. Maybe I was just naive, but I thought we'd know it when we got there. Everything just becomes the same in this place and everywhere. She told me how bad it is and how much she hurts, while the world flipped through newspapers without reading the words. She said, talk of this town's all I've ever heard. Said, give up on the gold, 'cause plants grow from the dirt. I'm so cold and scared for the future now. What's ahead and will I make it out? With all these words I write, you'd think that I'd have something to talk about, but I never seem to find the right crowd. We're just looking for those lines that were written in the sand, back before our minds grew tired trying to understand, before we were taught to work for money coming down from a hand, back before we remembered what we had. Told me how bad it is and how much she hurts, while the world flipped through newspapers without reading the words. She said the talk of this town's all I've ever heard. Said give up on the gold, 'cause plants grow from the dirt. But I didn't listen to myself and now I've lost control. I'm trying to find the route back to that original soul. Like the point of life is something you could possibly know. Say to yourself you're just a child and give yourself time to grow. But I got this room I'm trying to fill that never seems to get full. No, I don't wear the sheepskin anymore, I'm still scared. I'm still scared of the wolves. Said I was there when you were spinning with the room, and I'll be here when you're happy too. So rare to find something and be sure that it's true, but I guess that must mean that it's true in this place and everywhere. Thanks, everyone. Means a lot to get to play for you all. Thank you for it. It's been a while since I've done a solo show. It's been doing a lot of shows with the band I'm in, Corduroy Aspect, and we just, yeah, it's been a bit since I've gotten to do a just solo acoustic show like this that's not been at like a craft fair or something. I do, yeah.
You are freaking amazing.
Thank you. You heard it here first. I'm also, at least for like a couple more weeks, a student at UVic, and probably not going to be a student at UVic next semester. Maybe I'll be back at some point. This song's all about procrastinating essays, and I wrote it while I was procrastinating an essay, and it's about procrastinating essays. Wasting more than too much time, anything to get anything off my mind. I'm hanging up old posters, I'm fixing my blinds before I get my essay done. Frustrated at best, most days I hate myself. My life just feels like stress handed down on a conveyor belt. I'm absolutely sure this is how I've always felt before I get my essay done. I want a cigarette, I want a can of beer, I want to meditate, I want to disappear, I want anything that can take me far away from here where I can't get my essay done. And so I'm flipping through old notebooks, brainstorming tattoos, stop thinking about the essay just in time to think about you. Now I'm wishing that I had something better to do, like get my essay done. And the days go by and the work gets larger, and to no one's surprise I haven't even started, and I shrivel up and my world gets smaller. I don't leave my room, you take my dollar, but I'll get right to it after this task, or definitely after the one after that. After I paint my nails, after I make a snack, I will get my essay done. And so I'm fixing things that frankly just aren't broken, and I'm cleaning things that well could actually use some cleaning, but I wasn't cleaning them before my due dates were screaming, get your essay done. And all professors care about their students depressed. At least that's what it says there on the syllabus, until it takes any effort and then it's read it again and get your essay done. It's a real quote, I know I'm being facetious. I've had some teachers who did care, but a lot more pretending there's no system that got them here. And if you never use campus services, stop sending me there when I won't get my essay done. And the days go by and the dread gets larger, and apparently I'd rather die than up the page number. Not sure how I've scraped by somehow to get here, cause it's been my whole life and it's not getting better. But if your grades were based on how much you didn't do, multiplied by all of the stresses that haunt you, I'd be shaking hands with Kevin, I'd be making the news, but I wouldn't get my essay done. I just gotta take a second to say I would never shake Kevin Hall's hand. So if the lining can only get as silver as this, then I guess the silver lining is I haven't quit, although I want to every time that it gets like this, every essay I've ever done. And so I'm feeling discouraged, my teachers think I'm a dick, they don't know me at all, though at times I have been. If I get through this degree, I'll be more understanding and I will get my essay done. And so I finished the last verse for this song, and I opened up my laptop and I turned it on, and then I started thinking, no, that verse just came out all wrong. And so I picked the pen back up, thought I'll never get out of this rut. Asked the universe, what the fuck, guess being born was just my luck. All of the late marks, they'll take off. And so I made myself a salad and I walked around the block and tried to nap in constant terror, tried to organize my thoughts. What a whole lot of good it did, cause the only revelation is I should get my fucking essay done. I did end up getting it done. It was only 4 days late and 400 words under the word count, and it only had one instance where I ended it with a run-on sentence that was, and it's a really good poem, so it was a good grade. It's another new one. There's yeah, the last two are just, well, that last one and this one I'm going to play are from the last couple weeks or so, and this one's called Ginger Ale and Eggs. song come out. Keep me in your house. The wind in her mouth. And I'm not sure how or what it's about. Feeling confused, not as confused as now. And a walk home with the lonely stars where you passed out memories and calling cards, all the days wasted. She doesn't mind where I spend my time, and I keep the rest arm's length and waving goodbye. And I won't tell them why, I just got sick of fine. I'm missing it now that I'm waiting in line. And whited days make for silent falls and attraction signs when you've seen it all, or just getting a little cliche at this point. Ginger ale and eggs, a morning all the same. I'm flipping a pen that bleeds, and I'll mop up the ink. The dishwasher roars like the back of a car. Those candy stores, the map and its stars. The driveway is no lesser than the diamonds or the clubs. Even when your warmest fears may be safe from waking up. And if this time, if it ever lights, it's just me and a mind, maybe mine. I don't know how much time I'm looking at around. I think I got like 3 more songs that are my length of songs, so probably somewhere around that'll be good, I'm hoping. When I was told I was only getting a 20-song set, or a 20-minute set, I was like, oh, like I'm only gonna get to do like 60 songs. That's too bad. It's called Cold Showers. Sick of waking up next to empty cans with a groggy headache and disregarding plans. I'm sick of biting all the nails off my fucking hands. My back hurts and I am tired. There's a couple having sex in the room upstairs while politicians kiss babies like it's an act of care. But this cycle that I live in keeps leading nowhere. So I think that it's time for a stand. I need to take cold showers. Gotta get up early and find some time to write. Because I hate these hours. There are moments in the seconds I don't want to pass me by. Because we spend all our time feeling lonely, or we spend all our time feeling smothered. When it comes to being humans, we're the only. So can't we have a bit more sympathy for each other? I need to take cold showers. Gotta get up early and find some time to write. Because I hate these hours. There are moments in the seconds I don't want to pass me by. And I'd be lying if I said I was sure what I'm questioning anymore. It's just a page flying by in the cool brisk air and a poster on the door. I need to take cold showers. Gotta get up early and find some time to write, because I hate these hours, but there are moments in the seconds I don't want to pass me by. I gotta take cold showers, gotta get up early and find some time to write, because I hate these hours, but there are moments in the seconds I don't want to pass me by. Moments in the seconds I don't want to pass me by. This one's called I Wish I Could Live in a Warm Shower. I should not have friends, I'm completely worthless. I'm screaming out just to have a purpose, a hard thing to find in this life. Tell me, when was the pain fucking worth it? If there's a lesson here, you'd think that I'd have learned it, but I just keep scraping by. And it's either practice or regret, and I'm not sure which one yet. Go play another set and feel good for a minute, cause I feel so much shame all the time, and I keep anything to try, anything to like myself. Hey, stop with the jokes, man, drop the act. We've been friends for way too long for that, and I know how you feel inside. And you can either complain or do something about it, but you can't live without it, and it gets weaker the more you doubt it, even if it never gets completely rerouted. We'll go to be alone, reach pretty far, choose the hollow comfort of this one-room home over a meaningful risk somewhere out there in the dark. And it's okay if you don't know. Let's grab a cup of coffee. I wanna ask you how you are in life, cause I can't tell you what the point is. Maybe we're all just here to help each other survive. Anyone have the time? Okay, perfect. Is it all good if I have one more song then, and I'm off? This one's, I'm going to dedicate this one to my friend Emil, who's my bandmate roommate and just a good friend of mine, because it's a song he's always asking me to play, and I haven't really played it in a while. It's on an album you can find on Spotify called Songs from the City in a Small Town, under my name, Ben Mason. And yeah, we're also in a band that does different songs than the ones I'm doing here called Corduroy Aspect, and you can go see us play next Friday at the Phoenix Bar. We're going to do possibly a Christmas carol or two, and we're like a punk band and stuff, so yeah. Anyhow, thank you all very much for listening to me. This has been this is a great deal for me, because now I just get to listen to folk music all night, which is exactly what I would want to be doing if I wasn't playing a show, so it's very perfect. Thank you all very much. I was supposed to tune while I was doing all that and talking, and I completely forgot about that part, and so now I'm gonna pretend as though I'm actually talking while I'm tuning, and that wasn't the plan, but it really was. And after I'm already over time, it's just... This one's called Waiting, Waiting Still. Baby says she loves me after a bottle of wine, and she's all in the morning and she's all at night. Doesn't need no stopwatch, she don't waste her time. She says you only get one, so you'd better get it right. So I've been trying to cross that river back on up to where I'm from, but I lost the map so long ago when I was young. Well, this once was a feast, now I'm just hoping for crumbs, and they drop them down only every so often. Well, this life sure is hard to beat. Shattered streetlights, abandoned cars, laying passed out in the street. And the doctor told me wait for us up on the hill. And I've been waiting, I'm waiting still. So how long's it gonna be until I get my time? And how come you're never here when I'm about to get mine? Well, this world's made of tomorrow and never what's been left behind. But every time I try to see it, just robs me blind. This life sure is hard to beat. Shattered streetlights, abandoned cars, laying passed out in the street. And the doctor told me wait for us up on the hill. And I've been waiting, I'm waiting still. And the beauty and the wilting of these flowers in the early hours doesn't matter much. Oh, and it's always those who have taken the least that understand the best out of touch. So I've been wading in that water and I'm heading down to the sea, where they tell me that one day my resting place is gonna be. But when I get too far from shore, it seems to dry up at my feet. There are beautiful words, but no one dares to speak. Well, this life sure is hard to beat. Shattered streetlights, abandoned cars, laying passed out in the street. And the doctor told me wait for us up on the hill. And I've been waiting, I'm waiting still. I've been waiting, I've been waiting, I've been waiting, I've been waiting, I'm waiting still, I'm waiting still, always gonna be waiting. Thank you all very much. Have a good night.